Throughout the river of human history, every culture has nurtured its own unique creation myths. Today, we explore a legendary tale from the ancient Orient, China, the story of Pangu creating the world. This is more than just a tale of how the cosmos was formed from chaos. It carries profound cultural symbolism and philosophical thought. Have you ever considered how this story compares to creation myths from other corners of the world? What wisdom and revelations lie hidden within their similarities and differences? Join us as we travel through the mists of time and space to unveil the mystery of Pangu's story and discover its unique place within Chinese and global culture. In ancient Chinese mythology, the universe began as chaos. Like a giant egg, within this egg of chaos lay all possibilities, awaiting awakening, and the one to awaken it all was Pangu. After 18,000 years, the egg of chaos finally cracked open, and from it emerged the first being, Pangu. Towering and mighty, with boundless strength, he was determined to separate the chaos and create a new world. Pangu began to swing his giant axe, cleaving the egg in two. With all his might, he pushed apart the heavens and the earth. Each day, the sky rose 10 feet higher, the earth sank 10 feet lower, and after another 18,000 years, the heavens and earth were fully separated, and the universe took form. After completing this colossal task of creation, Pangu finally exhausted all his strength. His body transformed into the myriad elements of nature: mountains, rivers, plants, and even the sun, moon, and stars, leaving behind a world teeming with life. The tale of Pangu creating the world is more than just a creation story. In Chinese culture, it symbolizes the balance of yin and yang, the harmony of heaven and earth, and the growth of all living things. This story is deeply rooted in the philosophy of Taoism, where the Tao is the fundamental principle governing the workings of the universe. The story of Pangu's death, transforming into all things, further emphasizes the close relationship between humans and nature. The mountains, rivers, sun, moon, and stars, all personifications of Pangu, convey a message. All elements of the universe are interconnected, and humanity should coexist in harmony with nature. Through Pangu's tale, we are prompted to reflect on our relationship with the natural world and how we can find harmony and balance in modern society. It inspires us to consider how to maintain our inner peace and environmental equilibrium amidst the rapid development of the world. While Pangu creating the world is a unique creation story within Chinese culture, many other cultures around the world also have their own creation myths. Although these stories stem from different cultural backgrounds, they reveal a universal human curiosity and imagination about the origins of the world. For example, in Greek mythology, the origin of the universe was the world created by the deity Chaos, while in Norse mythology, the body of the giant Ymir became the cornerstone of the world. These stories, like Pangu's, express a vision of creation from chaos to order, from non-existence to existence. Though different cultures have varied creation myths, they all reflect a fundamental human contemplation of life, the universe, and existence. They tell tales of creation, sacrifice, and rebirth, embodying a common human pursuit of harmony, balance, and order. By exploring the story of Pangu creating the world, we delve not only into ancient Chinese cosmology, but also engage in intercultural dialogue with creation myths from around the globe. These stories, with their diverse origins and forms, collectively narrate timeless themes of creation, transformation, and life. In today's society, as we confront the mysteries of nature and the vastness of the cosmos, these ancient tales remind us that we are all part of this universal narrative. They inspire us to live in harmony and balance with our environment, seeking our place in the world. Let us cherish and protect this world together, just as Pangu used his life to create and sustain the universe. Share the creation stories from your culture, and let us celebrate the diversity and wonder of life together. In ancient times, before heaven and earth were clear, in the realm of gods, a conflict between Gong Gong and Zhuangshu, two divine beings, finally erupted into an unprecedented war. As the conflict intensified, Gong Gong's rage, unstoppable like a wildfire, gathered all his strength, aiming directly at Mount Buzhou, a symbol of the unbreakable order of heaven and earth. Each of his steps, accompanied by thunder and storms, foretold the imminent disaster. The moment Gong Gong's colossal force collided with Mount Buzhou, the universe seemed to pause. Then, mountains crumbled, the sky cracked open, and the vast seas overflowed their bounds, submerging the earth. This disaster was not only a devastation to nature, but also a challenge to the divine order. In ancient times, before heaven and earth were clear, in the realm of gods, a conflict between Gong Gong and Zhuangshu, two divine beings, finally erupted into an unprecedented war. As the conflict intensified, Gong Gong's rage, unstoppable like a wildfire, gathered all his strength, aiming directly at Mount Buzhou, a symbol of the unbreakable order of heaven and earth. Each of his steps, accompanied by thunder and storms, foretold the imminent disaster. The moment Gong Gong's colossal force collided with Mount Buzhou, the universe seemed to pause. Then, mountains crumbled, the sky cracked open, and the vast seas overflowed their bounds, submerging the earth. This disaster was not only a devastation to nature, but also a challenge to the divine order. To save the shattered world, the goddess Nuwa took action. She mended the sky with colorful stones and propped up the corners of the earth with turtle legs, calming the seas and restoring order to heaven and earth. The catastrophe triggered by Gong Gong's ambition reminds us that the use of power requires wisdom and responsibility. Nuwa's wisdom and sacrifice have left us with a lesson to protect peace and order. To save the shattered world, the goddess Nuwa took action. She mended the sky with colorful stones and propped up the corners of the earth with turtle legs, calming the seas and restoring order to heaven and earth. The catastrophe triggered by Gong Gong's ambition reminds us that the use of power requires wisdom and responsibility. Nuwa's wisdom and sacrifice have left us with a lesson to protect peace and order. In ancient times, the world was a place of chaos. Nuwa, a deity with magical powers, decided to create humans, bringing the light of life to this world. The first human made from yellow clay was born in Nuwa's hands. With a gentle breath, she endowed him with life. But soon after peace, disaster struck. Cracks appeared in the sky, and the world faced an unprecedented crisis. Nuwa could not bear to see the world and its creatures suffer. She decided to use colorful stones to mend the sky. Collecting these stones, she melted them down, leaving the most dazzling colors in the sky. Since then, the world has returned to peace and order. Nuwa's great deeds have been sung by generations. She is not only the creator, but also the protector. The story of Nuwa mending the sky teaches us about Nuwa's love for life, and also inspires us to have courage and wisdom in the face of difficulties. In the ancient past, the world was shrouded in chaos, with humanity struggling to survive in the darkness and cold. Much like the other creatures of the earth, people consumed raw meat and lived in caves, enduring a harsh existence. Amidst these trying times, a hero emerged, known as Suirenshi, who was destined to usher in a new era for human civilization. Suirenshi was not always a hero. Initially, he was just an ordinary individual, but his curiosity and contemplation of the world around him set him apart. During one of his explorations, he stumbled upon some peculiar stones in a cave. He discovered that when these stones were struck together, they produced sparks. This discovery ignited a thought within him. pondering whether it was possible to bring light and warmth to humanity using this method. However, the journey was fraught with challenges. Suirenshi faced numerous obstacles, including mastering the technique of friction to create fire, keeping the fire alive, and spreading this knowledge to others. More significantly, the gods of the heavens did not wish for humans to possess the ability to create fire, believing it would disrupt the balance between heaven and earth. Therefore, Suirenshi's actions drew the attention of the celestial beings, who decided to intervene. Just as Suirenshi was on the brink of success, emissaries from the heavens were dispatched to halt his perilous endeavor. Faced with a difficult decision, Suirenshi had to choose between complying with the divine will, keeping humanity in darkness, or defying the gods to bring light and warmth to his people. His decision would alter the fate of humanity forever. After a period of silence and contemplation, Suirenshi made his choice. He chose to continue with his plan, believing in humanity's right to change its destiny. By outsmarting the celestial emissaries with his wit and profound understanding of fire, he successfully ignited the first flame, bringing light and warmth to mankind. The story of Suirenshi is more than just about the discovery of fire. It encapsulates courage, intelligence, and the human desire for freedom and control over one's destiny. Through Suirenshi's efforts, humanity learned to use fire, significantly improving their lives and marking the beginning of civilization. Even the gods of the heavens, who initially opposed humans possessing the power of fire, were eventually moved by Suirenshi's bravery and determination. They came to recognize the potential and greatness of humanity, beginning to reassess their relationship with humans. The tale of Suirenshi continues to inspire each one of us, reminding us never to give up in the face of adversity and challenges, and to carve out our future with wisdom and courage. In the ancient land of Washa, a mystery yet to be unveiled lurks, a giant, known as Kua Fu. Why did he pursue the distant sun alone? Was it courage, folly, or a persistent quest for light? Today, we will gradually uncover the truth behind Kua Fu's pursuit of the sun, following in his footsteps on this ancient and mysterious journey. The story begins in a forgotten era, when people suffered from darkness and cold. Kua Fu, a warrior of his tribe, could not bear the suffering of his people. He believed that only by finding the sun could he bring light and warmth to them. Yet, the sun hurried across the sky each day, its resting place unknown to all. Kua Fu decided he would be the first to find the sun, seeking a glimmer of hope for his tribe. Kua Fu's journey was extraordinarily difficult. He crossed mountains and rivers, traversed dense forests, each step fraught with unknown dangers, yet puzzlingly, despite such perilous paths, Kua Fu's steps never halted. How did he manage this? Was it merely to chase the sun? Perhaps there is more to his story than we know. As Kua Fu drew closer to the sun, his strength began to wane. The warmth of the sun's rays, though comforting, was also lethal. Kua Fu's body could no longer withstand the scorching trial. His throat parched, his body weakened, yet in his eyes there was only one goal. The sun. What gave him such strength and resolve? Was it a desire for light, a pursuit of hope, or love for his family? In the end, Kua Fu fell, not having reached the sun, but his journey illuminated the hearts of generations to come. The tale of Kua Fu's pursuit is not just a story about the chase. It is a legend of sacrifice, love, and hope. Kua Fu's body transformed into a mountain range, and whenever the sun rises, he protects his people in another form. Though the mystery of Kua Fu's pursuit of the sun has been unraveled, his spirit will forever inspire us. On the path to seeking light and hope, no matter the difficulties and challenges we face, we must forge ahead without fear. Let us remember Kua Fu's name, take him as our example, and pursue our own sun. In the ancient lands of China, a place of mystery and antiquity, lived gods and mortals, Among these myths stands a figure of immense importance, Shen Nong, also known as the Yan Emperor. He was one of China's earliest emperors, a great deity of agriculture and medicine. But today, I will share not just his achievements, but a tale of thrilling exploration, Shen Nong's tasting of 100 herbs. In those ancient times, humanity suffered under the burden of countless diseases, leading a life of immense hardship. Moved by the suffering of his people, Shen Nong resolved to descend to the mortal realm and find the herbs that could cure diseases and alleviate human suffering. Shen Nong possessed a unique power, a transparent stomach that allowed him to see the effects of herbs as they entered his body. Thus began his quest. He traversed mountains, rivers, and lakes, tasting a variety of plants wherever he went. Sweet, bitter, spicy, he fearlessly sampled them all. Each herb had a different effect on his body. Some invigorated him, while others caused great suffering. However, Shen Nong's journey was not without peril. During his quest, he encountered a challenge unlike any before. Once, he tasted an extremely poisonous herb that nearly claimed his life. The toxin it released was so potent that Shen Nong writhed in agony, teetering on the brink of death. Just when all seemed lost, he utilized his divine powers to find an antidote, miraculously pulling himself back from death's door. But Shen Nong's tale is much more than this. Through relentless effort, he eventually identified the properties of hundreds of herbs, bringing immense benefits to humanity. His story has inspired countless generations, earning him the title of the ancestor of medicine. Yet, the tale of Shen Nong tasting 100 herbs leaves us with more than just the legacy of medicinal knowledge. It embodies a spirit of fearlessness, exploration, and sacrifice. Shen Nong's image, not just in China but around the world, symbolizes the quest into the unknown and the courage to move forward. Now, as we benefit from the achievements of modern medicine, perhaps it's worth looking back from time to time. Remember Shen Nong, who alone in the ancient forests tasted 100 herbs for the health of mankind. His story is a hymn to human wisdom and courage. On the vast shores of the East Sea, a lone bird tirelessly throws stones and twigs into the waters, day after day, year after year. This bird, known to the world as Jing Wei, engages in what seems like a futile act. But what story lies behind this relentless endeavor? The origins of this tale stretch back to ancient times. Jing Wei was not always a bird but the daughter of the Flame Emperor, named Nuwa. She was a rare beauty with a heart that yearned for freedom, often found playing joyously along the banks of the East Sea. Tragedy struck during one of these seaside excursions when a massive wave dragged Nuwa into the depths, claiming her life. The Flame Emperor's beloved daughter vanished into the vastness of the East Sea. However, Nuwa's story did not end with her demise. She transformed into a bird, which people came to call Jing Wei, filled with resentment towards the sea that took her life. Jing Wei confronted the ocean one day, asking, "Why do you harbor such deep hatred towards me?" The sea's response dissipated in the wind, and Jing Wei replied, "Because you took my young life, and in the future, you will mercilessly claim many more innocent lives." Determined to challenge the sea, Jing Wei embarked on a lengthy journey to fill it. Every day, she carried stones and twigs from distant forests and continuously dropped them into the East Sea, hoping to one day level the waters that had taken her life and threatened to take many more. This story spread far and wide, inspiring countless individuals with Jing Wei's perseverance and courage. Despite the vastness of the sea, her efforts seemed insignificant, but she never gave up or ceased her endeavor. Jing Wei's actions deeply moved everyone. Now, as we reflect on this tale, it represents not just a story of persistence and bravery, but also how to face loss, transform personal anguish into strength, challenge oneself, and even attempt to change the world. In that distant ancient era, when the world was still filled with the unknown and mystical, a demigod hero walked among humans. His name was Fuxi. Fuxi possessed wisdom beyond mortals and was granted the ability to observe the mysteries of the universe. Today, we will explore the story of how Fuxi discovered and created the Bagua, the 8 trigrams. But before this story begins, there is a mystery that has perplexed generations. How did Fuxi come to possess this unparalleled wisdom? In Fuxi's time, humanity lived in a world full of challenges and dangers. To help humans better understand nature and predict the future, Fuxi began to carefully observe his surroundings. He noticed the sunrise and sunset, the ebb and flow of the tides and the changing of the seasons. Through countless days and nights of contemplation and practice, Fuxi gradually discovered a certain pattern between heaven and earth, which later became known as the Bagua. But how did this knowledge come to Fuxi? Was it really just through simple observation and thought? Legend has it that during an exploration deep into the forest, Fuxi accidentally discovered a mysterious cave. Deep within the cave, a powerful ancient force was hidden. Filled with curiosity, Fuxi decided to enter the cave to find answers. Deep inside the cave, Fuxi met a mysterious elder. This elder claimed to be the guardian of the cosmic force, and he saw the desire for wisdom and truth in Fuxi's heart. Thus, the elder decided to impart to Fuxi the ultimate secrets of the universe. He showed Fuxi the prototype of the Bagua, and taught him how to interpret the information of the natural world through the Bagua. Fuxi listened, learned, and his soul was filled with a light and wisdom like never before. When Fuxi emerged from the cave again, holding the newly drawn Bagua in his hands, he knew his mission was clear. He brought this wisdom to humanity, helping them understand the world and guiding them towards civilization. The story of Fuxi drawing the Bagua is not just a tale about discovery and creation. It is a journey of wisdom, courage, and exploration. To this day, Fuxi's Bagua continues to influence our lives, reminding us to continually seek knowledge and pursue truth. In a distant era, before humanity grasped the power of written word, unable to solidify thoughts into perpetuity, a wise soul under the reign of the Yellow Emperor sought answers alone. Cang Jie, a thinker with a boundless curiosity for the world, harbored a question: how can the wisdom and stories of humankind be recorded to endure through eternity? As Cang Jie was immersed in contemplation, a phoenix flew by, its brilliant feathers as if messengers from the heavens, bringing forth an epiphany. From the orderly lines of ants to the deer tracks in the sand, to the arrangement of stars in the night sky, Cang Jie discerned the secrets of nature, seeking a way to etch them into permanence. After countless days and nights of observation and trials, pictographic characters were born under Cang Jie's pen, each stroke a hymn to nature, an ode to life. Cang Jie imparted this miraculous invention to the people. Words became wings for thoughts to soar, for knowledge to spread, ensuring that the stories of humanity would be carried through the ages. The creation of characters by Cang Jie was a giant leap in human cultural development. The evolution of writing bearing witness to the progress of civilization, all beginning with Cang Jie's profound insight into the world. Cang Jie, this ancient sage, though long departed from us, his wisdom and legacy, the written word, still illuminate the path of humanity. Welcome to the 1000 Chinese Mythological Stories series. Today, we embark on a journey through an enchanting tale that has been passed down through generations. Join us as we delve into the legend of Hu Yi and the 10 Sons, a story of heroism, sacrifice, and the eternal struggle between harmony and chaos. In a time beyond memory, the heavens bore not one, but 10 sons, each a son of the Eastern Emperor of the Heavens and his wife, residing near the Eastern Sea. These celestial siblings, taking the form of vibrant birds, rested upon a colossal tree, their abode at the edge of the world. Each day, one would journey across the sky, ensuring life thrived under their nurturing gaze. But contentment gave way to curiosity, and unity turned to recklessness. The 10 sons, in their youthful whimsy, ascended together, their brilliance turning day into an inferno. The world was unmade under their gaze. Flames devoured the land, waters retreated, and despair filled the hearts of all creatures. In this darkest hour emerged a savior. Hu Yi, a mortal of unmatched prowess, took upon himself a quest to save the cosmos. Traversing mountains and deserts, Hu Yi reached the edge of the world. With resolve steeling his heart, he drew his bow. One by one, the suns were quenched, their fiery tyranny ended by Hu Yi's arrows, until only one remained, a single sun to warm the earth as was meant to be. And so balance was restored. The world, reborn from ash, flourished once more under the watchful eye of the last sun. Hu Yi's legend, a testament to courage and sacrifice, echoes through the ages. Thank you for joining us on this mythical journey. The tale of Hu Yi and the 10 Sons is a powerful reminder of harmony, responsibility, and the indomitable human spirit. Welcome to the 1000 Chinese Mythology Stories series. Today, we embark on a journey to explore a tale as old as time itself, the story of Chang'e's flight to the moon. This narrative, woven from the threads of ancient Chinese mythology, tells of love, loss, and the choices that define us. In the heart of ancient legends stood Hu Yi, a hero whose bravery shone as brightly as the suns he shot down from the sky. His deeds not only saved the world from scorching heat, but also captured the heart of the enchanting Chang'e. Hu Yi's quest for eternal life led him to a mystical elixir. This elixir, bestowed upon him by the goddess Shi Wanmu, held the secret to immortality. Yet, the gift of eternity was fraught with decisions unforeseen. Faced with the threat of evil, Chang'e made a fateful choice to protect their love and the sanctity of the elixir. Her actions sent her soaring into the heavens, her final destination the moon, leaving behind a world where Hu Yi's heart ached in solitude. And so, every mid-autumn festival, Hu Yi honors Chang'e with her favorite delicacies, gazing upon the moon with a longing heart. This story of love and eternal choices echoes through time, reminding us of the profound bonds that connect us. As we reflect upon the tale of Hu Yi and Chang'e, we're invited to ponder the essence of immortality versus the beauty of a life shared. If faced with such a choice, what path would you choose? Share your thoughts and join the conversation in the comments below. Thank you for joining us in this episode of the 1000 Chinese Mythology Stories series. If this story has touched your heart, please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more tales of love, bravery, and wisdom. Until next time.